Immanuel Kant was born in 1724 and died in 1804. He was a German philosopher born to Johann Georg Kant and his wife Anna Regina Kant as fourth of 9 children. He is considered the most influential thinker of the Enlightenment era and one of the greatest Western philosophers of all times. His main contribution to the rise of modern science was its liberation from theology. Kant grew up under the influence of Pietism, a Protestant sect that was very popular in North Germany during the early 18th century. At the age of 8, he enrolled into a Latin Pietist school with an aim to study theology when older. However, he soon developed interest in Latin and the classics. At the age of 16, he entered the University of Königsberg and mainly dedicated himself to the study of mathematics, but he also began to develop interest in philosophy. In 1755, he received a doctorate from philosophy. He spent the next 15 years working as a lecturer and made a living from fees that were paid by the students attending his classes. He finally became a professor at the University of Königsberg and taught metaphysics and logic until 1797. During the last years of his life, he became embittered due to the loss of memory which severely affected his ability to work, but he continued to write nearly until the very end of his life. He died in 1804 at the age of 80.
Now we are going to see some of Kant's philosophy. First of all, we're going to see his views in epistemology, which is the theory of knowledge. Kant's philosophy is often described as the golden middle between rationalism and empiricism. He didn't accept either of both views, but he gave credit to both. Now, if you don't remember, rationalists argue that knowledge is a product of reason, while empiricists claim that all knowledge comes from experience. Kant believed that for you to obtain true knowledge, you have to adopt both rationalism and empiricism. He believed that reason was nothing without experience and experience was nothing without reason, so they had to complement each other for you to obtain knowledge. Now we're going to see some of Kant's views in democracy. Kant said that it was the job of the government to set up new laws and that these laws were supposed to give you your rights. He said that the government is only the government because you allow it to be. You chose to be ruled by them, and in the same way you had the power to overthrow the government. According to Kant, a just government is the one who gives your liberty, the one that makes you independent, and the one in which everyone must be treated equally.
Kant believed that the government should be separated from the church. Still, he believed that the church could lead society to a good moral life. Ethical theorists can be roughly divided into two camps: those who consider an action moral or immoral depending on the motive behind it, and those who consider an action moral or immoral depending on the consequences it produces. Kant is firmly in the former camp, making him a deontologist rather than a consequentialist when it comes to ethics.